everybody, welcome to Frannie's Square and to another flash review where I review crochet products in less than 10 minutes. So today's flash review product was a gift I received from my friend Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, if you're watching. She got me this Ogo yarn, which I have been wanting to try, and I haven't tried it yet. The colors are beautiful, as you can see, and it comes with a pattern for making a basket. So I'm going to go make that basket, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I thought of the yarn. Okay, so you can probably tell that it took me a little bit of time to get back here and report how my experience with Ogo went. And it's not because it took me a long time to crochet the basket. It's just been very busy and I haven't had a chance to film my review. So I went right after I got this yarn because I really wanted to try it. I went and made this basket, and this is a free pattern on Yarnspiration's website where they have many free patterns for their products. And I'll put a link to this below. So this is not the first time I've used Bernat blanket yarn, but we're going to talk about Ogo for the review at first, and then I'll talk about Bernat blanket yarn in general. So the Bernat blanket Ogo regularly sells for $11.99 at Joann's. This colorway is called Atlantic, and it comes in 10 colorways, and they all have 3 colors, and I do like the way they chose the 3 colors together. It's 100% polyester, and it's a 6-weight bulky yarn. And there's 300 grams or 220 yards in each Ogo. So let's talk price. At $11.99 for 220 yards, which will make something like this, I'll say it's a middle of the road price, especially since I can get Bernat Big Ball, which is the same amount of Bernat blanket yarn, for $10.99, so it's $1 less, and I can choose my own color combinations. Color selection wise, there are 10 choices of color combinations, and I think they've done a really great job in combining colors into really nice combinations. As far as softness goes, Bernat blanket is so soft. As a matter of fact, I bought the cover story, which I'll tell you about, in Bernat blanket, and oh, I could just cuddle up with this. For ease of use, Bernat blanket yarn is very easy, slips right off your hook. It's a 6-weight, bulky, so you get your projects done quickly, and there's no such thing as splitting with Bernat blanket yarn. However, in the Ogo format, there's 2 issues I have with it. Number 1, it comes in this O that you snip this little plastic tie, and then it turns into a crescent. And the point of that is that it's supposed to not tangle your yarn. Well, my yarn didn't get tangled. However, I like to take my yarn on the go. So if I'm waiting in a waiting room or in the car somewhere, I can just pull out my crocheting and do a little crocheting wherever I am. When I do that, I like my ball of yarn to stay in a bag and I just work from that. You can't do that with a crescent-shaped ball of yarn. So unless I'm at home and it can just roll around wherever it is, and it's not even easy to roll around, you kind of have to tug at it sometimes, I don't find the shape to be a benefit at all. Secondly, with Ogo, your 3 colors are put together for you already. So if you're doing a project and one of your colors ends, you can get something like this. Now I could have taken out the partial row here and then just continued with a full row here, but I didn't want to lose that amount of yarn. I wasn't sure how much I was going to need to get to the end of the project. So that's a little bit of a pain, because if I bought the colors separately, I could just attach when I want to. Okay, so for my overall rating, for price, I give it a 3. I would say it's middle of the road. The Bernat Big Ball is a better buy at $10.99 for the same amount of yarn without the annoying shape. For color selection, even though there's only 10 color combinations, I think they did a really great job in combining the colors, so I give it a 4. For softness, Bernat blanket always gets a 5 from me. And for ease of use, strictly because of the packaging, not because of the yarn, I give it a 3. Giving Bernat blanket Ogo an overall rating of 3.75 Frannie squares. Now, in case you were wondering, the cover story, which comes with 547 yards of Bernat blanket yarn, was $34.99 regularly, which is pretty steep compared to the Big Ball or even to Ogo. However, if you have a coupon like I did at Joann's, I was able to get it for about $25. And they do have some interesting color combinations. In general, I love Bernat blanket yarn because it's so easy to work with and it's so quick. You can make a project in no time at all. As far as the fiber goes, it's 100% polyester. It's not a high-end fiber, but it does feel really soft and the kids love cuddling with it on the sofa. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you've used Bernat blanket yarn in any of its shapes, cover story, Ogo, or just Big Ball, I'd love to hear your comments below. And if you have any questions, place your questions in the comment section as well. And if I don't know the answer, hopefully somebody from the community does. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.